What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Too Far Gone podcast. Today, we're going to be doing a little special episode with a couple short topics. We have a guest star.
What's up, guys?
And your name is?
Beach here.
My name is Carter.
Otherwise known as Beach.
I feel amazing. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, dude. Carter is actually moving with us to Florida. So first, every episode we talk about Florida, our countdown. As of today, we are at 69 days away from moving.
Wow.
Carter moves a week after us, so he's like 76 days.
Still crazy.
Which is still really soon.
Still moving to Florida.
Yep. A little under 3 months. Well, actually, we're actually approaching the almost 2-month spot. So
2.5.
that's a pretty big deal.
Yep. Especially the holiday. That's going to fly by.
It really is. How are you feeling about moving?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm nervous because it is 15 hours away, but I'm excited.
It's a big deal.
It's going to be a huge life change, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt that it's going to be a huge life change. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And the trips to Madeira. Boys, I'm going to pop up a picture of my Florida house right now. It took a slamming from the back-to-back hurricanes. It's not looking great.
Right.
The house looks good. We just got a new addition and some other stuff done, but let me tell you, there is some shrubbery. All right? There's some shrubbery up front. All right, so we are going to do a truly tragic today, but first, I want to talk about a little topic. Boys, how do you feel about Greek life?
Oh, great.
Greek life.
I hate Greek life.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how
Straight
much
up,
do you
I
hate it?
Greek life.
I would say like a 7.
Solid
I'm
7.
an 8 or 9.
Yeah. I know people like ride or die to be in Greek life, but me personally, I would never be in Greek life.
I agree.
There's the ride or dies and there's the hatreds, and I'm on the hatred side.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
It's definitely not my thing. It's a little culty, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not big on a cult.
No.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know about you, but
I don't know about you, but I'm not big on
Some of
cults.
it is like really paying to have friends in a way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, did I pay to have you guys as friends? Yeah, I did. I'm kidding.
$100 a month.
Yep, $100 a month straight to your Venmo.
No, I'm just not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not my thing either. I mean,
Yeah.
sorority, fraternity, it doesn't matter. I think fraternity is a little bit more of a brotherhood, where sorority is just, it's kind of fake.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's kind of fake. So, yeah, now we're going to hop into a truly tragic.
I got an easy, truly tragic moment. I was with 2 of my buddies in Lost Valley Lakes, like a camping spot.
What a nightmare this is about to be.
And it was the second day of the trip, and we were only there for 3 days, so we were leaving the next day. And I just remember we were bored walking around. So this place has like indoor pool, basketball courts. It's just fun stuff to do. But we were bored.
It's a resort.
Yeah, in a way, in the middle of nowhere. But it was 8 or 9, it was dark, and we decided to take a walk.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Walk.
And we get like in the middle of the resort, there's indoor pool. It's glass all around it. And I mean, there's a pile of rocks. And I just remember my one friend threw a rock just for fun. And I don't know what the point of it was, to be honest. And then my other friend picked up the rock and said, "Do you think this would break that window?"
I mean,
And
what
me
was,
and-
in any case, what was he thinking?
Right, throwing a rock.
This is the
in a
most,
window,
like-
I just don't think that's a good idea.
This is the most
No.
non-thinking boy moment.
Right.
'Cause this was probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, it's definitely something I would do when I was at your age.
Right.
Right.
It's
At
just,
that age,
it's,
I mean.
it's just wondering. But at the same time, me and my other friend, who didn't ask the question, were like, it definitely would, and let's not even think about that. And he holds the rock for an extra second, and we continue walking. And he goes, "I'm going to do it." And I just remember
I'm gonna do it.
I just remember him winding up his arm and Mason just in slow-mo like, no, just stop. He did not stop, and he threw that rock like he was in Game 7 of the World Series.
Shohei
on
Ohtani
the pitching mound.
before Tommy John.
Forcing fastball
Yeah.
at that window, and it shattered. The rock went through and went into the
You guys
pool.
were like-
The rock went into the pool. I just remember freezing. I just stood there like, and there's no one out. Like, no one out and about right now.
And it was just like,
And it went through and went into the pool. So this thing cleared the window.
That's hilarious, actually.
didn't
Like,
yes.
the visual of that just
But
going.
I know you would think like the glass would just shatter and fall. It was like the glass just just what do you call that? It may look like the glass like a spider web,
Right.
But it didn't like, of course, all fall to the ground. It's like a special type of glass. But
Right.
anyways, that window was busted up. Can
Gone.
we pop a picture up?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pop a picture up because I have a picture. Anyways, we run. I've never ran so fast in my life after like realizing what just happened. And I just remember me and the friend who didn't throw a rock cussed that friend out. We're like, what in the hell are you doing? And what were you thinking? We were leaving the next day. Us as three stupid dudes thought we would get away with this.
Oh, yeah.
Truly did.
If I was in that situation,
turned-
I thought.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I bet anyone would think they're.
But from that moment on, we had 5 stars like we were in GTA. Like dead
helicopter
serious.
flying
yes,
over.
Like we were treating like we were okay. Anyways, we continued. 3 girls there, and the odds of 3 girls being there that we all 3 knew was crazy. I never met them, but I knew them.
Yeah, especially because it's like a decent like distance from here.
It's
not
like an
three
hour and a
hours.
half away in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And a group of 3 with a group of 3. It was just weird odds, to be honest.
100%.
We ended up, they were out and about, so we ended up meeting up with them, and we walked over to like the lake area. There's a big old lake, and we walked over to it, and it's by this time 11, 12 o'clock at night, and we all get to like the beach area of the lake, and we're all like, "This is about to be freezing." Mm-hmm. And these girls convinced us 3 to go, and the 3 girls decided to take all their clothes off.
Wow.
So us 3,
Wow.
we did strip down into our boxers, and we went to the lake, and it was freezing. But so we swam out to this like slide area, and I just remember it was me, one friend, and then 2 girls up on the slide, and then my other friend and another girl were in the water, like about to get up on the slide, and a light shines.
Oh no.
Oh,
A light just hits us on the slide, and we all duck
my God.
beneath the slide, and you just hear a guy's voice go, "We know you're out there."
Oh, that's how you
And,
know you're
and
screwed.
our clothes are all sitting on the beach,
this is a movie.
and we had just thrown a rock through a window.
Oh no.
Don't get me wrong, this
Wow.
this skinny dipping moment was awesome. It was going great. and it gets interrupted.
What a great comment.
Yes.
It was amazing.
It gets interrupted abruptly by the security guard. So it was a security guard.
Right.
We eventually what are we gonna do? This guy's not going anywhere. He has nothing better to do.
Right.
So you have to like walk of shame.
Yeah, well, one of our friends is in the water. So those 2 were behind the slide underwater hiding, holding their breath for as long as they could and coming up and going back down to hide. And we ended up, us on the slide just popped up. And I just remember we went down the slide to get out, and we got out of the water, and the security guard was actually super chill.
Really?
He even offered to drive us back to the main area. So he's like, "You guys need to get dressed. You guys are kids. We're not going to do anything about this." He's also a security guard, not a cop.
Right.
That's cool that he was
Yeah,
chill.
so so the
in
thing
a way,
is,
there's not much you can do.
Right.
no, there's not.
Like shoot you?
Right, what is he going to
I'm
do?
gonna tase the water, and all of you
Right.
are gonna get electrocuted and die.
It'd be different if we were skinny dipping in the middle of the day. It was no one was out. I'm
Right.
telling you, it was just us. So all of us, but our one friend rode in the truck passenger seat with this guy. That's how chill the security guard was. And all of us were in the bed of the
Are
truck.
they just like chatting it up?
freezing with no towels? I mean, we just get dressed in our clothes. We're soaking wet, and we get back to the main area, and this security guard looks at the window and goes, "What the hell happened here?" And I just remember the friend who threw this rock was passenger seat.
Oh no!
Oh no.
He's like, "That looks weird." I just remember we played this off so well. We're all just like, "What the?" And so we didn't tell the girls or anything.
Whoa!
Yeah, we were like,
So
That's messed up, dude. Whoever did that,
you know, it's funny.
They didn't know.
We were looking at like, did someone throw a rock through there?
Yeah.
Is that a rock?
whoever
rock?
whoever
Sir,
did that,
sir,
whoever
by
did
looking
that
at
should
this,
serve some time.
I have just a gut feeling that was a rock. So the security guard's like, I need to call somebody about this. We all get out of the truck. He drives off on the phone.
Oh no.
And we gained another star here.
And you guys are just
were,
heart
like,
thumping.
Heart thumping, but the
Helicopters
girls
were
didn't
above
know,
you.
so we hung out with these girls for a little longer. And we just didn't tell them. We were all just playing along like,
Oh,
that looks
man.
bad. Like something just happened.
Dude, that looks horrible.
But-
Who
so
could have
we-
done that?
us three-
That's
us-
real. That's messed up.
Us 3 guys made our alibi that we were skinny dipping this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And the security guard has proof, right? He knows us three were in the water.
Right.
No clue how that happened. He clearly didn't see it before.
Ooh, that's good.
It was good. We were like, okay, we're going to be fine. But we still had one more full day here. So we all went to bed. I slept like shit that night, not going to lie.
Yeah, I bet you
Just
were.
that feeling in your stomach.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a terrible feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we go to bed. We wake up the next morning, and we had to go upon the rest of the day. Well, we go and walk around, hang out in this resort for the whole day, played basketball, and I've never seen so many security guards out at this place. Mm-hmm. I'm talking every part of the place had security guards
And you
just
know they're
roaming.
looking for you.
They're looking for us.
It's terrible.
So eventually, they came to our campsite, and we had gotten back to our campsite. We were not there, and
So they were talking to your
they were
parents
talking to
first?
the parents, and we denied the whole time.
Hey,
They were asking, "Do you
if you've
guys
ever
know anything about
Roderick
this?"
rules,
Yep.
denied.
Do you guys know anything about this? We were like, "Nope." Either way, I'm not guilty here, but at the same time,
Right.
you're guilty by
and
association.
you're gonna see me on a camera. Either way.
Yeah,
Anyways,
guarantee you're wearing
You should
black
have
on
just
black.
shaved your heads.
Anyways, we go home, and I remember it was not even 3 hours of being home that my family got a call about it. And they're like, we have camera footage of a mixed kid and two white kids, and one threw a rock through a window. And
So your parents immediately think it's you.
right, correct. And
they know it's.
they hung up, and I denied one more time. And they called back and they say, if no one admits this, we're going to end up putting it on the news. Dead serious.
Wow.
And I was like, it was blank. I just said, I was like, I'm not going on the news. I'm not getting this on my record. Because my dad came in my room, he goes, you realize if you deny and they find this out before you admit it, it's going to be on your record.
And it's gonna be on the dude. The
It's going to be on
news.
my friend's record.
I hate to snitch, but the news being on like your conscious, like the fact that that's
Right.
everywhere.
Yes.
You could search "kid throws rock through
Yes,
window"
it's been
at
everywhere.
And also,
So-
if you deny it, they could get that camera and put your face on
Correct.
to the news.
So they wanted us to admit it before it got to that level. And it worked. I'm glad they called and said that without, of course, just throwing us on the news.
Yeah, because that
So-
would have been bad.
And also,
That would have been real
a
bad.
friend who didn't throw the rock also admitted it when his parents heard that too.
Right.
So I just remember calling the friend that threw a rock, and he was not at home yet, and telling him that everyone knew. And he went home, told his mom. His mom was really pissed. And at that time, we were like 15, so we weren't like working.
Right.
That rock thrown through the window is $6,000 to replace. I don't think my friend had to pay the full of that.
But he did have
But he
to
had
pay
to
for
pay
some
a
of it.
lot of that, and his mom, of course, ended up paying it. And I'm pretty sure he's probably still owes her to this day. But that's how that story ended, and that got repaired. And I have not been back since. And it's funny because my parents are going there this weekend,
Yep.
and I just keep joking that I'm banned from there. I'm never going back. But yeah, that was
Isn't it
truly
weird?
tragic.
Truly tragic. What's interesting is every time that, I mean, even us three, I think either Gus has some bad, like, essence when it comes to going to campgrounds.
It is me.
Oh,
It's 100%.
Yeah.
Because I've been on another camping trip with you, but this camping trip,
Yeah. Ever
where it
since
was
I became,
us three,
Yeah. It was fun.
it was well, the first 2 days were fun.
I was very like fired up that last night. Mm-hmm. Like my blood was boiling even hours after the fact.
Oh,
I went to
dude.
bed furious.
Me too.
So
But we get down to another campground, an undisclosed location, and it's us three. And trip's great.
Oh.
The last day, there's all the golf carts ride around, right?
All day.
All day.
Love decorated golf carts.
that's what you do there.
Yeah.
Like,
It's fun.
keep in mind, the ending of this story was such a big deal that people 3 hours away knew about it. All right? At home, knew about this. So there's these hooligans, these goons, riding around on these golf carts, some real crash outs,
Yeah.
throwing water balloons at innocent bystanders all around the campground, and this is a massive campground.
Right.
And they're throwing water balloons at kids, us,
cabins,
campers, old people, just everything. Everybody's
For no
getting
reason.
everybody's
Just
just yeah,
ridiculous.
ridiculous, exactly. We're finally all at a stop, right? And this is like what, 100 golf carts, and they fly
in the
next
parade?
to us. Yeah,
Yep.
they fly next to us and start throwing water balloons at us.
And us three are like, we haven't done anything. We're
No,
just
well, the thing we didn't include is they were like throwing at our little sisters and
Yep.
my sister's friends, either trying to flirt.
Right.
They were throwing it with intention to like,
It was hard
yes,
Yeah.
and like our dad,
like baseball throwing.
because I got hit and hurt, bro.
They threw one at me too.
Yeah.
Back in my ear.
It's also one thing
Yeah.
to throw balloons at guys and girls.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it's different, but yeah, they were before this. We're throwing at the
It
girls.
still would have started a fight either way.
So yeah, but they've been throwing water balloons all day. It wasn't just the parade.
People are throwing water balloons. We all get hit. And I remember, I don't know who was driving.
Me.
Yeah, but me and Garter hop out.
Right,
Like,
because me and you were in the back seat.
yeah, no second thought.
Right,
We
we
hop out.
immediately out.
We
Wait,
start.
no, not the first ones.
The
First ones we had to keep going.
Oh yeah.
Sadly,
Yeah.
we
yeah,
wanted
the
to
first
hop
one-
out.
Yeah, we were trying
I
to,
remember
but they
we
were
were
all
just
like, we
pissed.
have to keep
Yeah.
going.
and we
have to
said
keep going.
one more, and we're hopping out.
Yeah.
And then we came to another stop
On the hill.
Yes.
On the hill.
Yes.
And there's like maybe 20 of them. They run up and they just start ambushing us, throwing these water balloons at us. But then we get out and they all run.
Right.
Oh, they took off.
But-
And remember, there was a random. Watch that, Mike. There was a random guy, not even involved, and he goes, "Hey!" Starts yelling at us.
Right.
We're
Which he wasn't even with the kids.
yeah.
But at this
I was
point,
like,
we had already like stopped. We're
Like,
holding up the parade.
Get back in the cart. And we were like, bro, what'd you say? You said something to him. Because we had my sister and her friend, and I hopped out with you guys, and my sister's friend took the wheel.
Right.
yep.
So we run up at these kids. I let the golf cart just roll.
I'll never forget that, dude. And I was like, I'm not a very confrontational dude, but in this moment, I had
furious.
almost grabbed a kid. I was
Yeah,
ready.
you're more the guy to like talk it out, like be relaxed and chill about it.
Yeah, but in this instant, I was ready to kill. The dads decided to step in. And I remember we ran across all those
We ran through
campsites.
campsites.
Yeah, because it was kind of like a circle,
Right.
and we were
Round it
here,
out.
and then we ran across the woods
Yep.
to the
To
other
cut
side.
them off because they were going around.
Right.
And so we all finally get in front of them. And your dad grabs the golf cart, grabs it,
Yep.
and he just starts shaking their golf cart. And these kids look terrified.
And they almost think about if that thing would have flipped.
Oh,
A
man.
few would have broke their arms. Think about the natural reaction to.
Oh yeah, it was
your
like
arms out.
Hulk was shaking their golf
Yes.
cart. That thing was going from 2 wheels to 2 wheels.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, some of them were kids.
Yeah.
A few of them looked way older than us, so I
I think
wasn't
his
too
intention wasn't to flip it. It was to just he was
Scare
doing
him.
that out
Scare
of
him.
anger.
Yeah.
He could have very easily.
Oh yeah, it
flipped
was
that thing.
it was terrifying.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
now this kid starts to square up with Gus.
Yeah.
Well, and your dad,
Yeah.
and Gus and Gus.
Right.
So start squaring up with
He
this
did.
guy. And Gus puts his phone in his
Both
pocket.
would have ended very badly
Yeah.
for the poor kid.
Gus puts his phone in his pocket and just throws his hands up, like he's ready.
Yeah.
And me and
Swear.
Carter are looking like this, like
because we were right behind him. We're like,
Yeah, no
okay,
matter
let's
what,
go.
The punch is thrown. That kid is getting.
Oh yeah, because
we're not promoting violence here,
Violence was going to occur.
but it was about to get bad.
I did. I said to you guys I was never throwing the first punch.
Nope.
Right.
Because I didn't know how old the kid was.
Yeah.
Just in case. I'm 18, so
And so
if it happens to be 16, I'm screwed.
right when Gus squares up, this kid throws his hands down, gets back in the golf cart, and he goes, "Yo," gets in the golf cart,
and I guess he wasn't with any
He
of
left
us.
all those kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, he left-
I guess he wasn't with those.
and then
he was just
all
driving those kids
and then
around.
all the kids were there, and they were just like, so we just started lecturing them.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your lives? Come on, man. How hard is it to be cool? I did the chill thing, like
Yeah.
I always
Ryder
do.
was like, don't be friends with that guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said, don't be friends
kept
with that
saying
kid. Like the one kid was like, "You're right." And then
But there was one more thug kid.
there was one more thug kid,
And
and
who
he was,
also looked older.
Right.
yeah, and they started. I remember Gus said something, your dad,
Yeah.
and they start running.
but before that they picked up rocks.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm leading into.
Yeah.
They run across through another campsite, and we're chasing them. They turn around. Why we are chasing them? No clue.
Right.
But we're seeing red. They turn around and they have rocks, and we're just like, "You're not gonna throw the rocks at us." Remember, we were just like,
Yeah.
we were like, throw the rocks, see what happens. And they didn't. They didn't. They just
No.
put them down. And I remember just looking at one of them, and I was like, really? And he just put the rock down. They all take off running, and then these other random people at another campsite,
Grown-ups.
Grown men.
50-year-olds,
Screaming
start
at each other.
chasing, hop up, hop up, and they just like start grabbing the kids and jump in front of them. And they're like, like they're chasing
Yeah.
after them, and dude, so it's basically whole campground versus these little
Yeah.
hooligans,
Right.
and they finally took off running. We didn't see them again. Well, then the three amigos arrived.
Right. The three amigos.
Don't like these kids.
Shout
at all,
out
but
Three Amigos.
but actually shout out
did a
them
good thing.
because
Yeah.
they did a good thing.
They did their job.
Got to give some respect to them, you know. Shout out BDB. You know one of them very well. Anyway, they are like, you know what? They're like, boys, we'll find them.
Right.
And we're like,
the girls
no
knew
shot.
what
They were
campsite
like,
they were
yeah,
at.
no shot.
No
Sure
shot. These
enough,
kids find them.
Maybe 30
Sure
minutes
enough,
later.
the ranger and the three amigos who work at the campground
Right.
find these kids. And they confronted them, and they're like, you got to stay on your side. If you come back around, you're getting banned.
Yep.
And that was that.
Yep.
It was
They-
over.
They did end up detaining the one who
They
was
did,
18, the
yeah.
kid from Cryptown.
Yeah. He did get detained.
I remember we saw it.
Yeah, I know. It was
And we-
hilarious.
And he,
And
and
we-
he tried denying it too. He said he was just picking up his sister or something.
and we had
Yeah.
to bite our lip driving past him. Oh my god, I want to say some things I can't repeat to that kid, but
Yeah, that was bad. But it was a lesson learned,
Yes.
you know? And I needed to let out some rage that night.
yeah. And we actually, I wish we would have let out even more rage because I was still so like,
Oh, into the next day, I was
yeah.
pretty mad about it. But, I mean, we just have a bad thing with campgrounds.
Thank you guys for watching the Too Far Gone podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Peace.